Two musicians who became disillusioned with the music industry managed to create one of the largest fictional universes in the music industry today. And this shocking story is the legacy of Gorillaz. Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett, two British musicians and visual artists, created a band that turned out to be one of the first of its kind, sparking a new genre of music and art. But how did they do it, and how did Gorillaz become a thing? Let's explore how Gorillaz became the ultimate music alternate universe. Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett started out as most friends do. They were sharing a flat in the late 90s and early 2000s and starting to get bored with the music they were hearing on MTV. That's when they decided to create a band that was completely manufactured, with a storyline and characters that could be followed through their music videos, website, and interviews. The music videos they saw were often dull and unoriginal, with little to no connection between them and the music they were supposed to represent. Albarn and Hewlett wanted to change that, so they created a band so emotionally distant from reality that it was almost like a video game. They named this new project Gorillaz. The actual conception of the project did take much longer than this, however. But let's explore the details of the fake band that was created by these two men. The Gorillaz universe itself is entirely fake, but it's an incredibly detailed and complex universe of their own making, from the band members to their music videos and interviews. At the core of this universe are four band members: 2D, who does vocals, Murdoch on the bass guitar, Noodle on the guitar, and Russell Hobbs on the drums. The band itself is a representation of a variety of genres and styles, with their music covering everything from hip-hop to electro to rock. Albarn and Hewlett are both accomplished musicians and did a lot of experimentation with genres to create the unique sound that is now recognizable as Gorillaz. But what about the mysterious phases that have been an integral part of this band? We won't dive too much into this just now, as there are plenty of videos about these already, but surely it can't go unmentioned, so let's have a brief look. Gorillaz' story is divided into 7 phases, and the first phases are now well known to fans. The first phase, titled The Rise of Gorillaz, is centered around the creation of the fictional band and their journey toward fame. Phase 2 is called Demon Days and follows the band as they hit a dark period, with Noodle mysteriously disappearing and leaving them in a depressed state. Fast forward and we arrive at the now infamous Phase 7 of Gorillaz, Cracker Island. This album was met with great enthusiasm and follows the post-pandemic journey of the band as a sinkhole opened up under their studio and they relocated to a new home. But what of the real band that hides behind the fake one? Gorillaz is backed by an impressive list of musicians and collaborators, including De La Soul, MF Doom, D12, Snoop Dogg, and Deltron 3030. In addition to this roster of talent, Albarn and Hewlett also use their music to explore a wide array of genres, which has enabled them to further push the boundaries of their music. Gorillaz could not have become as successful as they are today without a real band, and they've certainly done wonders for the music industry as a result. They managed to break many boundaries and introduce fans to genres and artists that they wouldn't have otherwise heard of. Not only this, but the complicated combination of animation and fiction that goes into creating the Gorillaz universe has enabled them to stay on top of their game for over 2 decades. Fans continue to be mesmerized by the complex story told through their music and visuals, with each album adding a new layer of depth to the world they've created. Gorillaz has certainly come a long way since their initial splint together as roommates. Believe it or not, Jamie Hewlett initially thought that Damon Albarn was RC, a wanker. But through their mutual love of music and art, they were able to turn Gorillaz into one of the most beloved and popular bands today. Albarn recalled that they had accepted the fact that Gorillaz would be manufactured, but wanted it to be interesting and something that would comment on the industry. It is safe to say that they achieved this, creating an unparalleled universe that continues to bring joy and amazement to millions of fans around the world. Perhaps one of the most unique aspects of Gorillaz is the animation. Each phase of their career has been accompanied by an incredible series of music videos and animations, with Jamie Hewlett's art playing a huge role in shaping the visual aesthetic of this band. From the crudely drawn characters in Clint Eastwood to the vibrant cutout style of Feel Good Inc., each video brings something new to the table. And while some videos are more plot-driven than others, they all manage to capture the surreal world that these two musicians have created. Their music videos string together an interconnected arc that is rich in detail and imaginative in content, with a dark, subversive sense of humor that has become synonymous with the band. From Murdoch batting balls away with his crotch to the glimmering tranquility of On Melancholy Hill, their videos are never boring. Fans realized quickly that the videos produced by Gorillaz weren't just a gimmick, and the band was able to captivate audiences with their inventive approach. Followed by their successful animation, Gorillaz quickly realized that they could take their success to a live show. Initially, the Gorillaz idea was to perform behind a screen and remain anonymous, making them just like any other band out there. However, soon enough they began to adopt a three-dimensional form in shows that featured 3D holograms with pre-recorded music, as well as live band members such as Jeff Wooten, Mick Jones from The Clash, and Paul Simon. This allowed Damon Albarn to perform on national television while taking a back seat at the same time, an innovative move that was unrivaled at the time. As the shows grew larger and more popular, it was the fictional world of Gorillaz that became real. Their cartoon band remained 4 members, but the live performances incorporated ensembles and surprise guests alike. Even Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett played a part in this. In their fake documentary Charts of Darkness, they were taken to a mental institution for believing that their characters were real. After this, they even visited the dazed and confused offices and smeared burgers on the walls. It was all connected, and fans quickly saw that Albarn and Hewlett were really pushing the boundaries of what a band could be. All these years later, we can still see this influence today in new artists who spring up every day. Take a quick flashback to when Albarn and Hewlett first created Gorillaz. It's almost impossible to believe that what started out as just 2 men bored with the music industry would soon become one of the largest fictional universes in the entire music industry. Gorillaz has certainly come a long way since then, and their influence is still seen everywhere. From their incredible animations to their live performances and collaborations, Gorillaz has proven itself to be an unstoppable force in music. Gorillaz went from a concept, 2 guys in a flat bored with the music industry, to one of the most influential and successful bands in the music industry today. While their success is remarkable, it's important to remember that it was also Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett's passion, hard work, and determination that allowed them to stay on top of their game for over 2 decades. Gorillaz has proven time and again that they are more than just a band. They've created an entire universe with its own distinct set of characters, stories, and styles that have captivated and inspired millions of fans around the world. Gorillaz shows us what can be accomplished when 2 creative minds work together to create something truly unique and special. That's it for this video though. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.